Hey ladies, Nike here. So I just want to take some time just to talk to you all, give you an update on like what's going on. And because we haven't really had a chance to connect, so I am doing committed to doing a better job of just being connected, whether it's virtually. And last week or the Sunday before last, just asked you guys just to come in for a Zoom to tell you the state of BGV. A lot of people did not participate in that. However, that's just an opportunity for me to talk to you now, but then also looking within and looking at how do we get more people engaged in this time and what does engagement look like for BGV. So I did want to start off with just saying, hey, I hope everyone's well. I know this has been a time for self-reflection. Some people have been alone. It's been good. COVID-19 has been good for a lot of people, and to some people it's been a challenge and a struggle. So I do want to acknowledge that, and I hope everyone's doing well and in good mind and in good spirits. So let's just talk. So first I want to talk about election 2020. So the primary election in Baltimore was a huge hit for us. We had a great primary election in Baltimore. I hope you all got a chance to read the BGV primary report that was put together by our amazing interns. So check it out. Just gives an overview, just some stats and some data on what happened with Party at the Mailbox, which was great. So that was good. As we're looking at election 2020 for the general election, there's been a lot of interest for Party at the Mailbox locally, but more so nationally than locally. And what we're looking to do now is raise capital. I'm working with Sam Novi, for many of you who know, to try to get Party at the Mailbox in a few cities across the country. And those cities are where we saw a decrease in Black voter turnout. So for instance, Philly, Detroit, Milwaukee. This Thursday, I have a call with some community leaders in Philly to talk to them about Part of the Mailbox. But more importantly, if they wanted to come there, for it to go to any city, we need at least $50,000 just to start. Just getting a team, the prototype boxes, but it's going to cost about $200,000 for each city to execute it. And again, we're 99 days away. So these next 2 weeks are really, really critical for us. So please pray for me, BGV, and all that good stuff. Also, just looking at, programming and who we are as an organization. And so right now, with 99 days away, we definitely have to do what we can to create some noise and some energy and just some excitement around voting in election 2020. So yesterday we had some girls release, they did like a campaign. It didn't really take off, but we didn't put a lot of energy in it, but I do want it because I've seen that #challenge accepted. So I do want to wait a while and just go ahead and do that campaign and post it about I vote because I'm a Black girl who votes. So that's something that the collegiates did, which is cute, and we're hoping more and more people will pick up on that on the I'm a Black girl who votes campaign that we did. Also, just want to talk about what else does programming look like. So we know that Governor Hogan has decided that the election will be in person in addition to absentee ballots applications. So that's an additional layer to what happened in the primary. And some say it's more challenging. Cities across the country, states across the country are fighting their governors about voting in person, preferring to vote by mail, but one party particularly is like, no, vote by mail is a scam. But that's not necessarily the case. So we're just trying to figure out a way that in Maryland, we've kind of pushed back and say, no, we don't want to vote in person completely, but open up more send ballots to people to vote by mail, but that's not the case. So definitely want to send a letter to Governor Hogan. That's something that I'm going to have Lauren work on. In addition to that, just wanted to talk about what we can do in this election and engage not only Black Girls Vote, but different organizations in election 2020. So beginning on Saturday, I just want to have Saturdays going back to our weekly calls at 10 o'clock, just to check in, 10 to 11, or our monthly meetings and or calls. And what does it look like to engage women in organizations in election 2020 in Baltimore? All right, on my notes as well. Before I get into our interns, just to let you know, our interns, we had 3 interns this summer. Hoda at Harvard, Chia, Harvard, Mackenzie, who's our own at American. And Chia and Mackenzie ended, but Hoda stayed back just to help me on some projects. She's the one who is putting together the BGV voter guide that we're working on. And this guide is to be shared across the country, just information about voting in election 2020. And it's coming together very nicely. Some exciting news. All right, so let me talk about some exciting news. So I've been in communication with a major network about Party at the Mailbox. So if this network supports it, it can be really, really huge. For us as an organization, but then also for the BGV brand. In addition to that, I'm working with an advisory board. This is the first time we have like a true advisory board, but it's coming to the place where these are more high profile, not even high profile, but executive women who've come in and who's helped us and who've been really, really good, just helping with the infrastructure and tightening things up on that end. That takes up a lot of my time as well. In addition to that, we were able to get Hoda stayed on as an intern, but I was able to get an intern last week from USC, University of Southern California. So she's in California, who's helping with digital marketing and media, which is great. And something really, really cool is that I had a call on Friday with Lady Gaga's foundation, and they are like pumped up. And so they've given us, Black Girls Vote, the opportunity to take over Lady Gaga's social media, you guys. So yeah, we out here, born this way, babies. So that's so cool. I was like, Gaga, Gaga, like Gaga, Gaga. It was like, yes, Gaga. So with that being said, we are going to take over for Lady Gaga's foundation. I haven't even shared that with anyone on the team yet. I'm still processing it. But more importantly, they want to help us raise the money, right? The money, money, money. I also have a call with another donor, potentially about not only just funding the work of BGV, but part of the mailbox. So that goes hand in hand. And it's so critical for this, not only just the sustainability of Black Girls Vote, but just as an organization, it's really challenging, to be honest, to be trying to like focus on this or focus on that. And then like, oh, the BGV, the infrastructure. And then